Today we're going to be doing a bit of a vlog, I suppose. There's fantasy football going on, so we're going to kind of follow the progress of my fantasy football team itself, where I'm placed in my own league, even though it is in no way, shape or form good at all. If you want to stick around, stick around. Cheers for supporting the videos lately. It's been a bit of a flop in recent times, but we'll ride the wave of the dead channel until the football comes back. Keyman! And I did just say Keyman. My team itself, it's not looking the greatest. It certainly did look better at the very start of the fantasy football, and then I kind of used my wild card because players were injured, and now I wish I could still have my wild card. I used my triple captain when Edward was injured and had Kent as my captain, and he didn't really perform. So various things simply haven't went my way, and I've made bad decisions, there's no doubt about that. We'll just need to wait and see what happens this weekend. As you can see, it's not going well. Anyway, I'll get across to my dad's now. Why did I make a sound effect? Well, as the chair says, bring on the action. So lads, how's your fantasy teams gone? Obviously it's been going for about, what, a month now? Obviously this start of the season was start of last month, so how's it going so far? I've seen where people are placed in my league and how many points they've got. I believe the top person in my league has got over 100 points more than me, so it is not a good look for myself. As you saw in the clip there, I am like 228th place in my own league. Really not a good look, but hey ho, we move. I'm probably never going to pull it back to be anywhere near first place. I've really not managed my team as well as I should have. There was definitely an opportunity for me to really have a decent team. I think I started off the season with a decent team, if I'm being quite honest, and I think I maybe panicked when the first set of players got injured. I don't know, I've never really played fantasy football before, so as I said, I think I just panicked because I've never had the experience of playing it before. Like, stick with the players that you've picked because I was confident in them, but then because they got injured, I was in kind of two minds about keeping them in the team or not. I just hope that this team can pull it out of the bag. I've got some strong additions in there. I've got your Ryan Kent, I've got Odsonne Edouard, I've got Chris Burke, who's been in good form for Kilmarnock, I've got decent defenders that can contribute, Barisic, got another Rangers defender, Goldson, and obviously they've been racking up points because of the clean sheets they've been keeping. And you have arrived at your destination. Park up and get in the house. And there you go. Right, we're here. We're not going to actually watch any Scottish football today because obviously you have to pay for these things, and I've been paying quite a lot of money recently, so I'm just not going to bother this time pretty much. So I'm going to still follow the games, obviously. I've been looking at other lineups that have come out in collaboration with looking at my fantasy lineup and seeing what players I've got in my team and what players are starting. Obviously that's key to getting points in the game itself. Now, hopefully you can see that very well. In goal, I've got Dundee United's third choice. Now, that might seem a bit daft, but I'm looking at it in a kind of tactical way where if I've got a goalie that's never going to start, he's never going to lose points. I do actually have Benjamin Siegrist on the bench, but I think I'm just going to stick with our third choice so I don't lose the points. It might seem a bit daft to some of you, but it's how I'm running with it. I've got Goldson, Stuart Findlay, Hakeem Odoffin and Barisic in defence. I think that's quite a good mix. It's a bit different for the team I initially started the season with. I've always had Goldson and Barisic in there, and Findlay and Odoffin. I believe I had Gallagher in there at one point, and I had Christopher Ayer, I think, as well. I've changed that up a bit just to kind of bring in different players that were on form, etc. But Goldson and Barisic have been my main source of points, obviously clean sheets, Barisic getting assists and stuff like that, so that's served me quite well so far, so hopefully that continues. Midfield is Scott Wright, Chris Burke, Ryan Kent and Ryan Christie. There is only one downside to this weekend, is that Ryan Christie is on the bench for Celtic, so that's a bit of a disappointing one for myself. However, Ryan Kent, Chris Burke and Scott Wright are all starting for their respective clubs, and hopefully they can get on the score sheet at least. They're players that are in form pretty much. So as you'll see on the bench, I had Billy Mackay, and he was my only striker for the last few weeks because Odsonne Edouard and Kevin Nisbet were out injured, so now they're both back fit. Really, I could have taken out a defender and put Billy Mackay back in there, but I missed the deadline to do so. So that's the team I'm running with this week. Odsonne Edouard as captain and Ryan Kent as vice captain. Let's see how it all goes. Well lads, it is 3:06 and there's already an update 6 minutes into the Scottish football weekend. Odsonne Edouard won a penalty and scored it for Celtic, so my captain is on the score sheet. But in less successful news for myself, Livy are 1-0 down, meaning that Hakeem Odoffins lost points despite the goal coming for an own goal for another Hamilton defender. It's a bit of a mixed bag overall really. I need to be getting points on the board. Odsonne Edouard's done that for myself, but Sean Want getting an own goal for Hamilton Accies to let Livingston go 1-0 up. What can you do? This tweet for Ben at Only Accies made me laugh. Unbelievable start Hamilton, well in. I'm talking about what can you do. You're sitting watching your team and 2 minutes in you score an own goal. What can you do? Update lads, it's gone extremely well. Got tweet notifications on for Fantasy Football Scotland, so I find this out instantly. Goal Ryan Kent, he's in my team. Goal Kevin Nisbet, he's in my team. Assist Scott Wright, he's in my team. You love to see it. It's going my way this week. There's a lot of people that have got Odsonne Edouard probably triple captain, so they're probably going to go ahead of me this week. But it is all turning up Millhouse. Throughout my team, I'm getting points. Never just mind Odsonne Edouard. Almost half my team's been involved in goals so far. You can't complain. Just look at those points rack up. Kent with 11, Edouard with 14, Scott Wright with 4, the rest of them with 1, except for the ones that aren't playing. 39 points so far this week. Come on! 5:06, 2 hours since my last update to yous, and the full-time scores read like this: Aberdeen 1, Kilmarnock 0, Livingston 1, Hamilton 2, Motherwell 1, St Johnstone 0, Rangers 4, Dundee United 0, Ross County 0, Celtic 5, St Mirren 0, Hibs 3. And I've got 55 points after this game week. Obviously that's all the games done, and that's how the teams looked. 16 points for Edouard, 13 for Kent, 6 for Scott Wright. Then you've got Goldson on 7, Nisbet with 6. So overall, not a bad weekend. Although, I have went and made some changes for next week's team because of just things that happened this week, and you get one free transfer every week, so I thought I'd make it anyway. I've changed it up and put in Shane Duffy. I transferred out Ryan Christie and put in Shane Duffy as a defender and brought Billy Mackay off of the bench so that he can play up front with these three boys. My formation is now 3-4-3, and that's how I'm going to stick with it. I'll probably always make the one free transfer a week since you're allowed it, and just see how it benefits me as I go on. But that's it for this video guys, cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.